Hello, YouTube, and welcome to Pretty Casual Gaming. I'm Slanderman, and with me, as always, is the Noobcake.
Tehnoobcake. It's not V, pretty specific in that. I apologize for adjusting my camera mid-stream, but there we go.
The Noobcake then.
Tehnoobcake.
Also, I want to apologize for posting this broadcast as well for a whole week when my Discord got hacked. So with that out of the way and everything is like back on track, so yeah, we should be able to start this one. And we have been thinking about what?
I was gonna say you'd picked the topic this week. So.
Yes, we have been talking a bit about upcoming games that we actually would like and what our expectations are from them and everything. So, why don't I start with asking Noobcake what games he is looking forward to from this year?
There's like 3 games. Well, actually, there's 4 games if you include what's coming out next year. The first would be Outriders, which comes out next month.
Yeah, early next month, like the first, right?
Yeah, literally the first, I believe. I've got it on pre-order, so it should be downloading within like 6 days, and then it should be ready for me the moment it comes out.
Oh.
So that's something I'll be doing.
Let's hope they are not pulling an April Fool's joke.
Oh man, the date. me and my housemate literally was like, "It's out on the 1st of April. This best not be the world's longest April Fool's joke," and it just gets to April, and they're like, "Surprise! We're not releasing."
Yeah, that would be annoying.
The second is Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker.
Yeah.
To which date, haven't got a clue. Could be some November, December time, maybe.
But didn't they say it would be in the what is called the
fall?
Autumn? Yeah, fall.
Yeah, which is autumn.
Yeah.
If you speak correct English.
Yeah.
But that could be anywhere from October to December.
Yeah. At least we have an idea when it will hit. So.
Oh yeah, I'm just waiting for we get the FanFest in May, which will allow us. I don't know if it'll give us a proper date, but we'll probably get a pre-order at some point coming after that, and that will give us a more notable date.
Yeah.
But then into the fall season, I've got that Kenna Bridge of Spirits that I spoke about, and then the final one would be Final Fantasy 16, which God knows when that's coming out. Sometime next year, probably. And yeah, I haven't got any. Like, I'm not like a big game planner anymore, because I play MMOs so much and just never have the free time. I don't bother buying a lot of games.
No.
I recently bought a game called Haven, but that's apparently been out for like a month on PS4 and like 5 months overall.
Okay.
So I was late to the party on that one. So
what's that about? I haven't heard about that one at all.
It's how to put. The way I say it is, it's like if you've ever played Journey or Flower or out like that, it's more of an experience than like a hardcore game.
Okay.
But it's about this couple, and they're already a couple by the time the game starts, and they've like ran away. But like you just start mid-story, like you haven't got a clue what's happened before. You just start mid in their relationship, and they're on this planet which is like floaty rocks, and it's more about their relationship than it is like the gameplay. I've actually not got that far in it yet. Me and my housemate are, because it's couch co-op. which is
okay, yeah.
something we've not seen in a long time. Or like games have it, but like the focus isn't it. And this isn't really focused on couch co-op. It's a solo game that couch co-op just happens to be there.
Yeah.
So we're playing it like that because it doesn't have online co-op for some reason. It's only couch.
Yeah. Okay.
But from what I've seen thus far, it's been enjoyable. I'm not approaching it like this is a game that I'm gonna play, and it's gonna be a game that I'll repeatedly go back to, and it's so good and all. But it's, as I say, it's an experience,
Yeah.
and the
So
experience so
like,
far has been really nice.
okay, that's good to hear.
But on the subject of what games are coming up, what are your games that you're looking forward to?
You basically mentioned two of them as well, Final Fantasy Endwalkers and Outriders. So I won't go too much into those, but I'm looking forward to Resident Evil Village.
Like everyone who's played the demo, apparently.
I haven't played the demo, but I actually know that they will be releasing a PC demo not next week. Presumably next month. I should say. They
That's
have
a demo of what?
of Resident Evil Village.
Yeah.
The one they basically released for the PlayStation 5 was more like a visual demo. So there was basically not any gameplay in it apart from walking around and looking at the mansion inside the game.
How Resident Evil plays now? Isn't it just walk around and look at stuff?
No.
They ruined it.
But yeah, this demo, they have talked a little bit about it when they did announce the PlayStation 5, that there will be a bit more gameplay in it compared to the other.
Than 7, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think it will be like you said.
7.
Yeah, like 7. So, apart from that, I'm looking a bit forward to another co-op game called Alien Fireteams.
Is that based on the Alien franchise, like the films?
It is. I believe the developers said they are not like going to be a canon of the game, like saying, but it will be but it will still be in that universe, of course. And it's up to 3 people, where you basically just shoot a lot of aliens.
As in the team is 3 people, or it's like 3 people can join you?
Like the team is of 3 people, so yourself and 2 others.
What is it with games and the 3 people thing at the moment?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but and there's supposed to be 5 classes in that game as well, so you can make a small team out of that.
Well, let's hope, given that it's an aliens game, that we're not going to end up with another aliens freaking colonial marines.
Yeah. The only criticize I have for that game at the moment is that basically the characters in that game looks a bit stiff at times. So, but that was like early gameplay they showed off at that time. So, what other games am I looking forward to? Probably some VR stuff.
Do you have a VR?
No, but I'm planning on getting one here. The first. I've been selling some games, basically a bit, and I have just earned enough around to buy actually a VR headset. So I'll probably be going to try out a few games there.
So let's say what's coming up that you've seen that you want for the VR. What games are you planning to get with the VR?
First one would probably be Half-Life Alyx. I mean, I've played one of my first FPS games have been Half-Life. So, and I played them all, the expansions, the Half-Life 2 and the other two small, I guess you could call them expansions as well. The episode 2 and 1 they did for it.
Why don't you play the third game?
Oh, that is to be in the future.
50 years in the future, maybe.
Yeah, maybe more. Who knows?
Perhaps this is a Half-Life 3 confirmed video.
Yeah,
We just confirmed it by accident.
with but yeah, and I think some other games as well, like Boneworks, and probably some. I have seen some of the Walking Dead games as well, so and they should actually be pretty good on the VR as well. So
Should get yourself a Beat Saber.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that as well. So
And then if you stream it, everyone can experience the Slandy dance.
yeah. Slender dance. Hey. But yeah, I think that is like for the major titles that comes to my mind. Also, Age of Empires 4 is supposed to be.
There's a fourth coming.
Yeah, there's a fourth coming. I think I can't remember if they're going to announce it properly or if it more like gameplay showing here next month. I can't remember if it's in April or in May they're going to do that.
I hope it's better than Age of Empires 3 because I got the definitive edition. I got the definitive edition of 1, 2, and 3. I didn't want all of them. I just wanted number 2.
Yeah.
But there was an offer on like the bundle.
I was
like, well, I may as well just get the bundle.
Yeah.
And I downloaded them all, so I've played 1 before, but I'd never played 3 before.
Okay.
So I went to go play 3, and it just, 2 was better. give me Age of Empires 2 again.
But yeah, so that is also one game I'm looking forward to. Another side game I probably it's a game that is being re-released on the consoles, and I do have a Switch, so that is Turricane. It's a Turricane. It's a pretty very very old school retro game from the Amiga, the Commodore, SNES games, basically from that era.
So is it a remaster, or is it they're just literally releasing that game again?
They are releasing it in sense that it is the same, just being probably for a modern console. So, and that is one of my favorite childhood games ever. So.
So you're getting lucky. Is it coming to PC then, or are you just getting it on Switch?
I'm getting on Switch because it's not coming for the PC. So, but I don't mind that at all. So I have that pre-ordered. That is actually the only game I have pre-ordered at the moment. So, but Resident Evil 8 will also be a pre-order here the next month.
There's a game coming on. I forgot about it until you mentioned the Switch for that game. But there's a Project Triangle Strategy, which is God knows when it's coming out. I mean, there probably is a release. I'm just dense and haven't looked at it. But it's made by Square Enix. It's kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics and Fire Emblem kind of like meshed together. And
Interesting.
So I plan to take a gander at that, but I'm Yeah, I don't know the date particularly, but that's something on the Switch I'm looking forward to. I have like my Switch gets so rejected because I play like I bought it and then like the only thing I play on it is solitaire because I originally got Pokemon Shield for it and that was just a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
And then I got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon DX, which I'm yet to play fully. I'm mainly just grinding like crazy at the beginning.
Yeah, same. I have that as well.
So I just have the problem at the moment of not actually playing it on my Switch. So hopefully Project Triangle Strategy will give me something to actually actively play on my Switch.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was most of the games I'm looking forward to. Can't like come to think of any other at the moment. So
what is it that actually gets you like interested or hyped for a game coming out? Like, is it just it's another one in my series or?
that is actually a good question. What gets me like hyped, excited? I think if they have a special feel to it, like I'm not sure how to say it, how to describe it, but like I think if they can be connected to my childhood in some ways, like with Hurricane, that is just a nostalgia thing for me, and the same with Half-Life Alex as well. Those two games are just like I have to try and get them and everything. And the same with Warcraft as well. I've been buried in that game since Warcraft 2. So
Poor soul.
yeah, poor me.
We need to have an intervention on that.
And the same with Resident Evil. I used to watch my older brothers play that a lot, and when I grew a bit older, when I actually could play it by myself, I started to do that. Yeah, I do think I do like a lot of games, but like to get me hyped for a game, it have to be something from my past that I can connect to it. I think more or less.
So you don't get massively interested in like new IPs or?
No, actually have a hard time doing that. So.
What about
Yeah.
Final Fantasy then? Because 14 is your first Final Fantasy, isn't it?
Yeah, it was or is.
So
I had a hard time getting into it at the start. Hence why I had a lot of recreates. I made a lot of different characters, and I think it was the MMO genre that basically caught my attention in it in the end. So,
but you stuck around for the story and are quite content with it.
yeah, like at the start I tried to get into the gameplay more at the start, and then later I slowly digged into the story as well. So that is a problem I have with most games as well. When I try them out, I dig into the gameplay first to get a feeling of it, and then I dig into the story afterwards if it catches my mind.
The opposite in that sense, and I'm more for story and gameplay second.
I also think that's kind of why I didn't get too much into Overwatch as well, because firstly it didn't have a story, a single player game campaign to actually connect you to the characters, and I liked the gameplay of it, and but still I did need the the character development. I'm not one who goes around and reads comics or or stuff about a character to get interest in them. That is purely from the gameplay how do I say that? Yeah.
Perspective.
Yes, that word. So
well, keeping on to the topic of future games, then will you give? Obviously, I have no clue when it's actually going to be released, but Overwatch 2 is something that's in the works, which is meant to be just basically Overwatch, but with a story. Like they've added a story mode into it. Is that something you'd be interested in?
that it is, because like I said, I actually like the gameplay from the first one, and I needed some background, like from the characters to keep me more interested in the game. So I think that would help me with that IP. So
See, I'm kind of on the fence about Overwatch 2 because I used to play Overwatch and I used to play it like all the time. It was one of the first games that really stopped me sitting on MMOs all the time. I was playing Overwatch all it, swap one thing all the time for something else. And it was fun enough. It's something that definitely I found more fun with friends, because of the way the gameplay is. It was something that if you didn't have someone you were speaking to or who would work as a team, it could get quite frustrating, and especially on FPSs, I'm quite easily frustrated. So the best recipe. But one of the things I'd always said about it was I wish they'd had a story mode.
Yeah.
And then they announced, like, I'd quit Overwatch. I was like, I'm just done with it. And then, like, a few months later, they were like, oh, Overwatch 2, by the way, will have a story mode. And it's just like, really? You couldn't have done this, like, way sooner?
Yeah. I think we talked a little bit about that last time as well, but I guess that is why I'm not quite as high for that game as well, because it is so long ago that game got released. So
2016, I want to say.
Yeah, probably.
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
Let's see. It was 3rd of May 2016.
Yeah. But like I said, I will probably give it a go and everything when it's being released. But I'm not sure if I will get it at launch or not. But yeah.
My opinion of it is it's probably something I'll get if it comes on. Like, not when it releases, but if, like, down the line it comes on offer, I'm like, yeah, I'll get it now.
Yeah.
Just to do the story. Like, it won't be something I play this multiplayer for. I'll probably just play the story and then put it back down again.
Yeah.
But you mentioned how you don't really look towards games that aren't connected to something to your childhood. So with Final Fantasy 14, obviously you're looking forward to Endwalker because, well, you play Final Fantasy 14 now.
Yeah.
But as someone who's a Final Fantasy 14 player, have you any interest in Final Fantasy 16?
I'm not sure.
Have you actually seen the trailer for 16 or not?
I have not. I actually think I would be more interesting to see try out some of the other games first. I'm just not completely sure which ones yet. But
well, one of the things that would be beneficial to you in starting at 16 is it's actually done by the same part of Square Enix that actually does Final Fantasy 14. So it's the first single player game that they're like doing as creative business unit, right?
But yeah, so
I'll have to send you a trailer at some point afterwards.
Yes, totally.
So other than what gets you really like excited for a game, is there like how do you manage new games coming up? Because like usually if I see a game I want, I usually just pre-order it. Do you like are you one of these people who like pre-orders and then has no regrets about it once you've got it, or are you one of these people who like waits until other people have, you know?
If it's a game I'm excited about, I'm gonna pre-order it. No, uh, I'm gonna do that. I know I will. So for one, then I'm sure I have. If I pre-order a game, then I know I will have it at launch, and I don't have to think about money for it when it finally releases. So,
Yeah.
Because I do have to think about which games I'm buying, even if I have to admit I'm not always doing that at times, but I have been better at that here the last few years when I haven't had too much money. So I've been thinking about so I don't have to actually if the like with Resident Evil 8th here coming in May, I will probably be either pre-ordering it here on the 1st this month or next month, so I have it on release. Compared to Outriders, I'm a bit unsure, but I will get it because I know a lot of people is also going to get it that I might play with. For you, example, and some others from my own stream as well are getting it as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely someone who pre-orders and has no regrets. Like I pre-ordered No Man's Sky when that came out, and I wouldn't say I regretted it, but I certainly was disappointed with the game I got. But over the years, it's improved massive, and even the games that like I don't think I paid for it, but I played Anthem, and that was something that I didn't regret playing for the time I did play, and it was fun at least. So long as I get some enjoyment from it, then I don't consider it a waste thingy. Obviously, you learn your lessons.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said with the financial stuff as well, like as soon as Endwalker goes up, I'm pre-ordering it, and then that's a worry off my mind for the rest of it. And whether it, and at that point, I don't care when it comes out. All I care about is I have it when it comes out.
Yep. Precisely.
Like, I'm not a big person who's like offended by dates being pushed back, whether it's for COVID reasons or other reasons. I really don't care. Like, so once I've got the game bought, to me it's like I pre-ordered Outriders ages ago. Don't care now if they do push it back on April, but obviously I'd prefer it on April the 1st. But if it gets pushed back, I'll continue doing other stuff. The only thing that would bother me is if it coincided with a F14 patch drop or a expansion drop, because it's like, yeah, well, you're not getting attention now, you'll have to wait.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically the same with me. I didn't look just like for Cyberpunk. I did pre-order that to actually just play it when it got released. But I wasn't actually too hyped about it compared to like everything.
Compared to fucking entire internet.
Yeah.
Losing their minds over it.
So I can't say I got disappointed with it or how it turned out or anything. So,
well, fully honestly, like when the whole No Man's Sky debacle happened, I hadn't actually seen that much about it. It just looked like something I could enjoy, and then I wouldn't, which is why I don't think I was let down as much as a lot of other people were. as I say, it was a disappointment because there wasn't really a lot to do. It was basically mine this stuff on the planet kind of simulator.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a story of a game that I definitely don't regret in the long run, because over the years it's got way better. It's still not something that I massively play, but every time I do go back to it now, and they've added all the new stuff, it's just like, whoa. So it's an enjoyable enough experience. Nothing to regret at all.
No. Another thing I might have to add is that some pre-orders does catch my mind with their exclusive items at times.
The pre-order bonuses.
Yes.
That will always take me back to Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. The pre-order bonus was the Cloud Strife outfit from Final Fantasy 7. And do I regret getting that pre-order? Not a chance, because you could see them all through. The outfit was basically a cheat mode for the game, because you dealt so much damage until you were hit near the end game. Nothing could stop you. It was ridiculous.
Just like with Shadowbringers when they announced it. I mean, I was still in Haven's Ward on my other character.
Did you pre-order Shadowbringers then?
I did.
That means you got the Aephorite earrings.
I got the what is called the Gunbreaker appearance weapon as well. I was like, I need that.
And yet you don't even play Gunbreaker.
Yeah, that means I am going to play a Gunbreaker when I hit max level, just to use that appearance. So, but yeah, I think I can't remember if I pre-ordered Stormblood or I think I think I got pre-ordered Stormblood as well.
The easiest way to check will be when you're next online. Check your inventories and see if you get the Alamegan earrings anywhere in there, because that was the pre-order for Stormblood. It was the Alamegan earrings, which gave you like an EXP, a 30% EXP bonus up to level 50.
Yeah,
and then the Shadowbringers one was the Aephorite earrings, which gave you a 10% EXP bonus up to level 70.
I think
Assuming Endwalker will probably do the same thing, give us some form of earring.
Yeah.
But I'm not completely sure, because we actually have an earring already in the game. Increases EXP to level 80, so God knows.
Actually, that with the level bonus boost thing, actually a bit unsure if I got that, because I pre-ordered mine on Steam because I had my first game on Steam, and I remember my cousin saying something about a level boost, and I couldn't find it at all at that time. But I do know I got the what is called the mount from it. I can't remember if that was a part of the collector's edition, maybe.
Yeah, that's collector's edition, and that's not pre-order bonus.
Okay.
The collector's edition usually will give you like a mount and something else.
And I know I got the Gunblade appearance pre-order from Steam at least. So, but I couldn't find the level boost when I got it on Steam at least. So
yeah, you don't get a level boost, you get an item, which and it's not so much a level boost, it's an EXP boost.
Yeah.
Which that's one of the pre-order things for WoW. Well, I don't know if it's pre-order or just order things. Is that WoW is always like, oh, buy this and you get a level whatever it is now boost.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that. Like I know a lot of people will prefer that, because then they can just skip to the new stuff. But it's like, why are you playing for the new stuff anyway? Play the whole game.
Yeah.
But I'm just an old, especially on FF, I'm this old man in a freaking rocking chair in a corner. You damn kids these days. Back in my day, you had to level their fates.
Yeah. I'm actually taking a quick look here. It seems like the Gunbreaker weapon is a part of the collector's edition as well. So
yeah, usually it's like a minion and then a single item that's like
yeah,
pre-order bonuses.
I'm just pretty sure I pre-ordered that game. I might not have been in the end then, I guess.
Treachery.
Am I lying here? No. It does say it was the pre-preserved bonus content I got from the game.
I'll have to just check it when you're next on them.
Yeah.
But keeping back to the subject on that long tangent of FF14 items
Yes.
and future coming games, have you got any questions for me about?
Not really.
Productive. Well, I don't think I have too many questions for you. So what I will say is that to the people watching, for obviously put in the comments below whether you think from now on we do shorter episodes. It's something me and Slandy have been talking about, is more the creative process in which we do these. Would people prefer shorter episodes that they can have in short bursts, or longer episodes? Depending on the subject and what we can fill out, we may have shorter or longer depending on our personal preference, but obviously feedback is appreciated. For next week's stream, we should have our first guest, which will be interesting. But that's a should, assuring that they don't have life get in the way.
Yes.
And obviously, for people watching, please subscribe so that you can get future. This one was a week later than our usual layout, but we're going to keep to our original schedule, which means our next episode comes out next week, as opposed to in 2 weeks from this episode.
Yeah.
As Landy mentioned at the beginning, we only pushed this one because his Discord got hacked and he had to sort all that out.
Yep.
But other than that, Slandy, tell people where they can get you as always.
You can find me on Discord and on Twitch, and the links will also be in the description below for that as well. So.
And you can catch me practically nowhere because I still don't stream anything yet. I have actually got intentions to stream. I was debating on streaming that Haven, but it's just a matter of getting the willpower to actually get around to it and then hope my internet stays stable enough for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a bummer. But for this short episode, say goodbye, Slandy.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Take care. And don't do anything we wouldn't do. So you can do anything.
Telling me not to do anything.
But take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Wave. Wave.